let's talk about something I see a lot in faith-led women in this space. People say that we need clarity before we can take any action. And I'm going to push back on that a little bit because I have found the opposite to be true. The path is rarely clear before we begin. If we wait for a clear path or clarity in our purpose and our assignment, in what we're supposed to do, what we're designed to do, if we wait for clarity, we never start. It's a trap. So we hear it over and over again. You have to get clear. And just the other day, I was attending a workshop, and again, I get it. This is what you're supposed to do in marketing. You're supposed to research the audience first. And this is true, and it's wise. Because when you study the audience, you find the market gaps and the places that you can help, where you can fill the gaps, right? You find what the audience, the people out there actually want. So it's always best to start with your audience and what they want. But it's not always clear. So that exercise where you're trying to define your avatar and your who and all that kind of stuff, I think they're valuable exercises because it does help you focus on who you're talking to. It does give me a picture of who I'm talking to. But if you spend too much time because you're questioning yourself and you don't know who is, you don't know what your path is, or how about this one? You don't know your niche. And I've seen so many people get stuck here, including myself, when I'm like, I don't know what my niche is. And one of the most helpful things I heard was from one marketer. She said that, especially in our area of business, a home business, right? We are solo entrepreneurs. We are people, just one person working on our business. Our brand is ourselves, and our niche is ourselves. Think about it. I know women like me. So, of course, I can talk to people who think like me and who have the same problems that I've overcome in the past. So that's your niche, right? But we spend a lot of time trying to... I've done it. I've done all the exercises. And the longer I spent trying to figure out the clear path, trying to figure out the exact niche where I belong, or figure out the direction I'm supposed to go, or any of that, I didn't do anything because I was too busy doing that. We only have so much time, and at some point, we got to move. So sometimes waiting for that clarity, waiting to know where you're going, and all the pressure that we put on ourselves creates paralysis where we do nothing. So sometimes that clarity shows up after we move forward. The path becomes clearer. You see, God gave us free will, and He respects that. He's a wonderful Father. So the movement matters, is what I'm saying. Here's a line that helped me that might help you. And I've heard it over and over again from different leaders. I would give one leader credit, but I've heard it from more than one. So I'm just going to say it. God can't steer a parked car. He can steer a moving car a lot easier. Try it sometime. If you're in a parked car, you can't steer it. It's not going to go anywhere. But when you start moving, and I've seen it happen over and over again, when you start moving and start doing something, doors open. Some doors close. And sometimes that path opens up and you start to see, oh, this is a good direction. This is something I can move in. And this is something that God, the universe, all of the powers can move with me and help. Sometimes I think, this might be another topic. Here's another thing that stops us from moving forward and stops us where we stay parked, right? It's when we have too many ideas and we don't know which one is a God idea. They all could be God ideas. Some of them could be bad ideas. But I don't know about you, but ideas come to me when I'm doing simple things, like doing the dishes, taking a shower, going for a walk, driving, doing mundane tasks. One thing that really seems to inspire ideas is going for strenuous, long activities, long run, something like that. It's where you're moving in a rhythm and there's nothing but you and your body and the outdoors or whatever just moving with you, the ideas just I get so many ideas. So I always bring my phone with me, and I'll record videos, or I'll take notes. I'll stop and take notes about the ideas that come to me. Some people call these downloads, and sometimes people call them God ideas. But the problem is that then you have too many ideas. And when you have too many ideas, then your brain is like, well, which one is the right one? Which one do I do? What if I pick the wrong one? And then there you are, stuck again. So like I said, I track them on my phone, but sometimes I carry around a little notebook too. I thought it was in my drawer over here, but it's not. Where I called it my dream notebook or something like that. And I just write down the ideas that flowed to me there. Track them somewhere. And the reason why I do that is because sometimes the ideas disappear and I don't remember them. Sometimes I don't even remember that I wrote them down. So then this is a cool thing. Sometimes the ideas come back again, and I'll look at my notebook and I'll be like, oh, I've had this idea several times. So maybe I should actually act on that one since it keeps popping up. So pay attention when ideas repeat or when ideas really excite you or keep returning. They might be something that you're meant to do and explore. The key thing that I want you to remember, and myself as a reminder, is clarity comes through movement. So question, I'd love to hear. Do you get your best ideas when you're doing random everyday tasks or when you're moving in a rhythmic way, going for a walk, a run, a hike, a snowshoe? Tell me. Those are all the ones, that's all the places I get really good ideas, is in the car, in the shower, running, snowshoeing, going for long walks.